In a cozy little house on a quiet street, a baby named Leo was born. His parents, Sarah and John, were overjoyed to welcome their little bundle of joy into the world. As they navigated the ups and downs of parenthood, they noticed that their mischievous cat, Whiskers, seemed particularly intrigued by the new addition. Whiskers had been the center of attention in the household for years. She was a sleek black cat with piercing green eyes and a penchant for knocking over anything that stood still. The couple had grown accustomed to her antics, but they weren't sure how she'd react to the new baby. As it turned out, Whiskers was fascinated by Leo. She'd watch him from afar, her tail twitching with curiosity, as he slept, ate, and cried. At first, Sarah and John were hesitant to leave the two alone together, but as time passed, they began to notice something special. Whiskers seemed to have a soft spot for Leo. She'd sit next to his crib, purring softly as he gazed up at her. When Leo was a few months old, Whiskers started to initiate interactions. She'd gently paw at his blanket or sniff his toes. Leo, in turn, would giggle and reach out to touch her fur. One day, as Sarah was changing Leo's diaper, Whiskers hopped onto the changing table, curious about the commotion. Leo's eyes lit up, and he reached out to grab Whiskers' tail. To everyone's surprise, Whiskers didn't flinch. Instead, she began to purr, and Leo's giggles filled the room. From that moment on, Whiskers and Leo became inseparable. They'd spend hours playing, cuddling, and exploring the house together. As Leo grew into a toddler, Whiskers remained his loyal companion, teaching him about boundaries, empathy, and the joys of companionship. Their bond was built on trust, affection, and mutual curiosity. Whiskers showed Leo the secrets of the house, from hidden corners to hidden treats. Leo, in turn, shared his toys, laughter, and imagination with Whiskers. As the years passed, their friendship deepened. They'd have picnics on the living room floor, go on adventures in the backyard, and snuggle up together for story time. The neighbors would often remark on the unlikely duo, watching as Leo and Whiskers played, laughed, and explored the world together. One sunny afternoon, as Leo was learning to walk, Whiskers became his trusty support system. She'd sit next to him, providing a steady presence as he took tentative steps. When Leo stumbled, Whiskers would be there to comfort him, rubbing against his legs and purring softly. As the seasons changed, their bond remained strong. Whiskers taught Leo about responsibility, showing him how to care for another living being. Leo, in turn, brought out Whiskers' playful side, encouraging her to chase toys and climb trees. Their friendship was a testament to the power of companionship and the joy of shared experiences. As Leo grew older, he began to appreciate the little things Whiskers had taught him. He realized that their bond was built on more than just playtime and snuggles, it was built on trust, empathy, and understanding. The story of Leo and Whiskers serves as a reminder that friendship can come in many forms, and that even the most unlikely of duos can become the closest of companions. The adventures continue. As Leo grew into a toddler, his curiosity about the world around him increased. Whiskers, sensing his excitement, became his partner in exploration. Together, they'd venture into the backyard, discovering hidden insects, colorful flowers, and the joys of fresh air. One sunny morning, Leo's parents set up a sandbox in the backyard. Whiskers watched with interest as Leo began to dig and build. She'd sit next to him, pawing at the sand and sending it flying. Leo would giggle, trying to catch the sand in midair. Whiskers, delighted by the game, would repeat the action, creating a mini sandstorm. As the days passed, Leo's creations became more elaborate. He'd build castles, moats, and mountains, with Whiskers as his trusty assistant. She'd sit on the edge of the sandbox, surveying the landscape and offering her feline critique. When Leo finished his masterpiece, Whiskers would give it a gentle sniff, as if approving the design. Their backyard adventures became the stuff of neighborhood legend. Kids from the surrounding houses would gather at the fence, watching in awe as Leo and Whiskers played together. Whiskers, confident in her role as Leo's sidekick, would strut around the yard, tail held high. One afternoon, a fierce thunderstorm rolled in, bringing heavy rain and strong winds. Leo, frightened by the loud thunderclaps, clung to his mother. Whiskers, sensing his distress, appeared out of nowhere, rubbing against his legs and purring softly. As the storm raged on, Whiskers stayed by Leo's side, providing comfort and reassurance. As the rain subsided, the sun broke through the clouds, casting a warm glow over the backyard. Leo, feeling more confident, asked his mother if he could go outside and explore. Whiskers, anticipating the adventure, darted ahead, leading the way. The yard was transformed into a mini wonderland. Puddles reflected the sky, and the smell of wet earth filled the air. Leo and Whiskers splashed through the puddles, laughing and playing in the rain-soaked grass. Whiskers chased after leaves, and Leo tried to catch them, creating a game of tag. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Leo's parents called them inside for a warm bath and a cozy bedtime story. Whiskers, exhausted from the day's adventures, curled up beside Leo, purring softly as he drifted off to sleep. Their bond continued to grow stronger with each passing day. Leo learned to appreciate Whiskers' unique perspective on the world, and Whiskers learned to trust Leo's instincts. Together, they'd face new challenges, explore new territories, and create memories that would last a lifetime. The learning years.